Bitcoin mining has to do with, if you think about your computer just solving Sudokus or something, I don't want to try to draw the best analogy for it, but there's I'll do the technical. So there's a cryptographic hash. So if there's functions that exist in mathematics and cryptography where you input something into the function and then you get something out, but there isn't a way to get it back. It's not bidirectional, it's unidirectional. So you insert this garbage and you get this garbage out. That even if you alter this data very, very little, change a bit, like just change a letter, any of that stuff, the output of this function is going to be drastically different than what went in. So there's even small perturbations in the input of the function leads to drastically insane output of a function. And so one of the ways that, or the way that Bitcoin is mined, like how you get allocated Bitcoin off of the network, is that depending on the difficulty, you have to find an input that combines the transactions as well as a nonsense value, and you input it into this function, and you want to get a ton of zeros at the beginning of this output. The more zeros, the less difficult, but that it's very, very hard because it's not deterministic, like what you're going to put in here and get out the other end. And so that's the proof of work that how Bitcoin works is basically, unless you found a way to hack mathematics itself, the way that the function operates, that you need to go through this process manually. Like, it just has to be done. You have to do an exhaustive search of give me random number versus this block, and then you get out this output. And so there's these pools that exist that for mining Bitcoin, where it's a shared group work of a bunch of people. So we could each be mining Bitcoin, and so we're both solving Sudokus. Our computers are doing like a percentage of the work that everybody else is doing. But let's say you and I are in a group of 100 people, and we've all contributed a certain amount of computing time towards this effort. But instead of the guy that mined it actually getting all of that money, it goes to the pool, and then we all share it as piece of, kind of a portion to the amount of work that we did. So even though you weren't successful in finding that, you would still put in, X amount of computer hours or whatever. So you should get, your piece of the pie as it fits with the entire pool.